And we're back for another dose of GRL madness. As you can see, we're approaching the end of this lap and I'm barely up on my delta. And from the top right time, you can see that I bricked my final run. It's a common theme. And yeah, I've got to sort that out still because it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. And the start of the race just followed suit. I've got the kind of commentary on board. Then I've got my on board. And my goodness, Tom Devar's start was crazy, but all he had to do was cut that corner. Instead, he's facing Paris. It's long. So yeah, he had to go. And it just got worse. Lap 3, I'll get a penalty. Mad thing. Absolute mad thing. I thought to myself, you know what? This ain't going to happen often. But I'm just going to give this position to my teammate behind me. And I thought, you know what? I thought he'd appreciate it. I thought he'd say thank you. I'm having to nearly break my brake pedal to let him go ahead of me. Because obviously not at the same party. But hear this. Hear this.
I reckon if you let me go finally.
The cheek of the man. The cheek of the man. To say I finally let him pass. Because look, shock. In that lap he ain't got me. Lap 4 he still ain't got me. But it is what it is. I can tell you that there's now a civil war at McLaren. But that will... You please stay for the end of the video because there's some big announcement that I've got to make. Can't lie. But yeah, moving forwards, just chasing McLaren 30. He obviously overtakes Royal, and I look back and I start seeing Tomo come out of nowhere, you know. So Tomo's now made me wake up a bit because I was just napping, just thinking, you know what? Let me just get this point and then dip to Bahrain. Baku, which is the next track. But it's just not. It's not looking good at all because Tomo's now within what would be DRS and I ain't really catching Royal, putting pressure on Royal. And if you can see from his point of view, look, he's thinking ahead, he's thinking smart, slapping box this lap. So he's boxing lap 9. I thought it was a bit too early for that, you know, because you're seeing the droplets on the screen, the track still looks wet, he's probably gonna have to slap on the mediums, which means it's gonna even take a bit longer for his tyres to get up to temp. So I just thought it was a bit of a risky move, but we'll see how it pays out for him. Me being me, I was none the wiser. I just thought, you know what, I'm probably going to box lap 10 and slap on the mediums, or slap on the softs, sorry. That was my thought process, because obviously the wetter the track, the more grip you need, and also the wear won't be as bad if you're using the softs for 9 laps, because the track ain't as dry. So yeah, that was my theory. Tomo breaks all laws, cuts across the line, gets into the pit, but you know, no one's snitching, no one's snaking. And then I'm thinking, you know what, let me burn whatever ERS I've got left, and this is the best indication to go in, because obviously if DRS is enabled, they assume, or they kind of you got to infer from that it's dry enough to switch. So I've gone into the softs. I was the only person that switched to the softs. I was quite surprised by that, you know. Shock. Apparently he was bare far ahead of me, but the pit man are flipping doing God knows what. And I get held in the pits and Royal's laughing because he goes out 2 seconds ahead. So that kind of made me have to burn my tyres a bit more than I would have wanted to get back into DRS. Tom flies. Tom is off. Look at that. That undercut was crazy. So now I've got some work to do. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what, let me target a little cheeky P8 or P9, depending on what happens. So yeah, I just slap on the overtake, slap on DRS, and then I get past Royal, and that's one position. Give him a little wiggle to let him know that you don't need to fight me. I'm going to try and drag us forward. And then on this same lap, subsequently, because I was pushing, I managed to set fastest lap. So there was pace in this track for me, but it's just a shame that I didn't really capitalise on it. Funny enough, Tomo gets done dirty by the the virtual safety. Angry drive-through. Go surf that. So obviously now Tomo just lets me get past, man. He knows that his race is kind of done from this, because that drive-through is going to be long and brazy. So I get through. I'm now into P8, but I've got Juki's pulling up, and I've got Hendo trying to be cheeky as well. So I've got the side-on view, I've got the commentary view. Look at Hendo dive that, bro. I was so, you know, I hate being double overtaken. I was so close to sending him into the wall and give the fans something to scream about. I was fuming, but obviously I realised that's my boy. Let him just go past, man. He's got pace on this track. And this week in general, he was sensational. Royal obviously putting up a lovely fight there. I was loving that, because obviously my softs were starting to deteriorate. So I just needed them to fight so I can just get back in it. Here, I was going to line up the dirtiest double overtake. but I had a bit of oversteer, hit the curb, all momentum gone. But on the subsequent straight, I thought, you know what? Let me grab one of them. Yeah, Alex ran out of petrol. Should have gone to the station. Angry. Everyone flashing here too. Flashing at Christmas. Skeezy, I love racing Skeezy. We got so much respect for each other. I break super early to ensure I don't go into him. He gives me the room. Even though I hate his teammate. Shout out Lawal. I hate him, but I like his teammate Skeezy, and Skeezy got respect for me, so he gave me some space. But anyway, I was going to dive roll here, but I just valued my GRO license too much. If I dived in there and took him out, I would not see the track for at least 4 weeks. I know how that guy stays, so I thought, you know what? You got to pick your battle. I just let Royal grab that position, and then I come across P7 car. A certain Noah wanted to cut the corner and get a penalty. Angry. But anyway, going on to Baku, as you can see, another brick. I was only 500ths up on my first time, and I just sent it for the second part of this lap because I thought, you know what, I've got another run, so let me just send it, try to get myself up the grid, just to give myself a bit of confidence, because obviously I was just lacking confidence in this track. I just send it last corner, yet bang, right over that curb, flying. Good golly. Over half a second, 6/10 up on my time. I was thinking, yeah, comfortable. And then the final run was brazy. I hit walls. I had oversteer. Yeah, it was just mental, man. It was so mental. But yeah, coming across the line, 6/10 up. That was P6. Then I dropped down to, I think it's P8 or P9 in and around SM London. Yeah, P8. So the start of the race. Charlie Telly, I had some great racing with him last week, if you can remember. I see a gap, I'll go for it. And if you look at the commentary on board, there was a bit of space there for me. But I just, unfortunately, I just don't think Charlie saw me, which is fair enough. And I get a nice warning for good measure too. But I thought to myself, you know what? The race is a marathon. It's a long race. Baku, anything can happen. And literally 4 corners later, I'm seeing someone facing the wrong way. Angry. Ben Babington. And he's about to get a whole lot angrier. You know why? Basically, I hit Saka the corner before, and I didn't want to do it again, so I kind of veered to avoid him, and unfortunately, I went into Ben Babington behind me. I felt so bad. I felt bad until something else. But anyway, I make way after we both box and change our wings, because I think, you know what, let me do the right thing, and I did it for him. But like here, now, his point of view, he was talking brazy.
Oh, fuck you, Reza. What's wrong with you?
But you know what? I hear it, because that's very jarring. That is very, very jarring. But the profanity we could have done without. But I can't lie to you, it's a jarring situation. So I hear him. I hear where he's coming from, to be honest with you. I would have said the same thing. But these days I mute my mic, because I don't want to try and get myself in trouble. But he couldn't even figure out why. Do you think I would take the turn like that on full TC? Mad thing. But his teammates realised.
I think it's just like because I think he might have like big flow damage.
Yeah, eventually they figured it out. That obviously I just gave him the position back in it. And then here, the safety car, obviously it's too early to make any rash decisions. I've just slapped on the mediums as well, so I thought, you know what, I'm anticipating another safety. I found myself behind M30. He was a naughty boy this race, I can't lie. He was very, very naughty. But we'll get onto that as this video progresses. And yeah, Ben Babington was lagging hella, and he was look at that, Ross. And anyway, we keep it going, and I just give it. I have Shiloh behind me in it, and Shiloh aura will send anyone into the wall. He's the quickest man in the history of GRO in a straight line. I can't lie, the quickest. So obviously here I'm sweating, but I managed to keep this position anyway. And then going forwards, behind Ben Babington, history just had us, Karma history just had us right next to each other throughout the majority of this race. And then Tom DeVar could have got a pen here, but I quickly looked at the classification and deeped that the only way, if he gets a pen, fucking Rob benefits from that, and he was trying to do that. Shiloh hits me here as well for good measure, but he messaged me after the race and apologised. So anyway, I slap in, I had no damage. I run into the pits, grab myself the hard compound tyres that I started on. We have unfinished business. I slap them back on, and then I'm good to go. And you know what, I felt good. I said, let me give myself 2.5 seconds behind these lot. I don't need to be in, because I anticipated a collision coming soon. So yeah, I just gave myself space. And back onto what I was saying, only Rob would have benefited. That's why I didn't apply for that pen. And then yeah, M30's facing the wrong way, angry. Pub subs. Oh, it's a horrible day for McLaren. Not M30, McLaren in general, the whole enterprise. But anyway, bang, we carry on going forward. Lap 12. I'm really trying to push and cook and do something. Like I said, I was just aiming for like 6 points this week, man. It ain't a big deal. Sometimes you just gotta pick your battles, and these ain't my tracks. I've never gotten a podium on either of these tracks. But anyway, going forward, no more excuses. I'm behind skis, and you know what? I was just doing the maths in my head. I was thinking, if I just make some inroads. Hey, first of all, K Lewis has been fighting OTC for too long. I can't lie to you. He sent Tomo into the wall because of oversteer. And like me, I was expecting his car to unghost because he reached maximum speed there. And then I got into the wall, brazy. But K Lewis, man, come on, K Lulu, man. You've been on OTC manual for years. Crashing people out, and then karma. Ben Babington hits K Lewis. Then I'm now looking for an opportunity. Ben Babington's boys are getting onto him, calling him Ben Bottle Job or something like that. That was fucking funny, I can't lie. But anyway, going on, I now managed to get ahead of Ben Babington, but I have a dirty moment of understeer here, and that's very clean overtake here from Ben. No TC, yeah, long day, but he's flashing. So I just eye up my prey. I know I've got something good for him. Pause. And K Lewis history. He's out of the session. I mean, now I hit here, and it's just the straight line speed. As TRL Luminous would say, the straight line speed. Off. Look at this. And then this is where my race starts. I know it's bad. Lap 17, this is where my race starts. I eye up Skeezy in it. I think his mediums must be a bit cooked as we approach the end of this sesh. So I eyed up him here, and yeah, clean overtake. And then there was one Royal. At this point, I swear to you, even before this lap, not this lap, but before this lap, I was targeting Rayan because I see he was a bit further ahead in the old Aston Martin.
Rayan.
And yeah, Royal's panicking. Listen to him.
How much are you? Check Rez's ERS for me, please.
Like, I know your league owner and that, but you better forcing people to give you intel. Jeez Louise. Royal was sweating. But don't run, don't cry, because you know what's happening. Just let it happen, bro. I don't even use my battery. I see in hindsight, I can see he's using his battery. I see he's flashing. I'm laughing here because I ain't even turned on the DRS. I've already overtaken him without using ERS. I flick that on, and yeah. And you know what? Royal could have got a taste of his own medicine in France, because Skeezy was coming. Look at this. Skeezy was pulling up to the party. Unlucky Skeez. But yeah. So P7 first race. P9 I believe it was second race. I'll take that. But there are some more pressing issues that we have to discuss. First of all, yeah, look, not looking good. As for McLaren 30 now, the FIA contacted me and told me that there was a bit of an incident involving M30, where on lap 14, if you look at the bottom left of the screen, he attempts to cause a safety car allegedly. I haven't had a conversation about him, but I think it's important I address this because obviously I've been in this situation before where one of my teammates has done something ridiculous like that and I had no awareness. So it's better that I just speak about it. And yeah, M30 could end up in McDonald's after this. I can't lie to you because the evidence is damning. The FIA brought it to my attention and they're gonna make a statement on it. But McLaren will support M30 through these tough times until, innocent until proven guilty. But it's not looking good, bruv. So I might be on the market for a new teammate. I can't lie. But I hope he has got an explanation for it. But there was just a lot of noise in that party chat from the audio that was sent to me. So it's not looking good. I might be teammateless again. Maybe it's me, Maybe it's me. But anyway, we go again next week. I believe it's Hungary and Saudi. And we're going to cook. We're going to cook something special. So yeah, join me again next week. Love.